Chef Roddy and I have been on adventures together for what, 10, 12, maybe 15 years?
Yeah, it's been a while.
We started out as pirates in the Caribbean, right?
Yes, Aruba. Yes, we did.
And that was our first adventure. And so he and I have been friends over the years, and I met him through a contact point in Paris who introduced the two of us, and we've been friends since that time.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate you.
Thank you. Okay, well, once again, I'm so excited to be here to meet Mr. Hewitt. This is pretty freaking cool right here. The focus of today is we're going to do a little healthy eating. Now, I'm not going to say you need to do this. I want you to do this. We're going to give you some options. We're going to use sweet potatoes instead of using the marshmallows and all those kind of things, which I love, don't get me wrong, but there's a time and a place, and what we're going to look at is to have some balance in what we do. I have some wonderful chefs that are going to come and demonstrate some culinary techniques and make some dishes. And what I'm going to do is, as you see, we have an abundance of food here. And as they do their demos, I'm going to use some different techniques and add on to what they're doing. So it's cost effective, there's no waste, and there's more variety in what we're doing. And you see we got some cool things, and I'll go over with you in a little bit. But once again, I'm so excited to be here. This is nice. I want to introduce the first chef. She is currently the chef at Howard University Law School, Chef Jackie Gregg.
The best with it, here you go. You're going to do the best with it, so you give it your all.
Yeah, and you're providing a service to others, right?
Yes, definitely providing service for others. I got into this field because beginning, my uncles and them realized that I had a love for it. And that one of my loves for it is to watch you enjoy what I've already prepared, what I've created, a gift that God has given me to create. So that's my passion. So doing that, it all ties in together.
Yeah.
So anything, once God gives you a gift, that I was taught, if He gives you a gift, you know that it's your gift because the passion comes behind it. The passion drives you. The passion gives you that esteem to keep on going, regardless of whatever.
Yeah.
And once you have that, whatever obstacles you have, you know you can get through it because that passion drives you to make it happen. Well, we're doing multiple things and we're doing multitasking. That's one good thing that a chef does is multitask. I'm getting Greg's mise en place together, and that means getting everything. It's a French word for having everything in place. Right now we're chopping up everything, we're peeling everything, dicing everything, washing everything. Greg is the Cuisinart that's cutting up everything, and we're putting everything separately, so when it comes time to put the item together, we have it all in containers, already peeled, and we can just mix it together. The two things that we're working on now is the vegetable stir fry and a jicama coleslaw, which is going to go with the beef brisket. So that's what we're working on now. He's doing all the chopping for it. He's going to set that aside, then we're going to all incorporate it all together.
So Jackie, can you tell the folks what you're going to make today?
Doing a soup today. Instead of a hot soup, I know a lot of people not familiar with cold soups. And one of the cold soups that we're going to do today is a nice fruit cantaloupe soup. It's a smooth with a nice little creamy taste to it, and you can just swallow it down. It's something nice on a nice warm day, and even in the wintertime. It's a different version of the soup. It's healthier for you. The ingredients that I'm going to use today is going to be oranges, orange juice, lime juice. You're going to have fresh mint, and you're going to have honey, and a little bit of cinnamon and lime juice. We're going to start off with our cantaloupe here. You do about, I'm sorry.
You need a blender for this.
Yes, you need a blender, or you can have a food processor. Will work. Okay. There you go. We're going to put you some orange juice in here. Now you're going to start off with some of your orange juice, midway of your fruit in the blender. Okay, I'm going to give you the orange. Go ahead
Let me
and,
move that for you.
Now press the button.
okay. Once you blend it, you're gonna add into another bowl. Okay. You're gonna do maybe a tablespoon of honey.
All natural.
And then we're gonna add in about a teaspoon of cinnamon.
Now, when you mentioned the honey, would it be, I know there's different types, like clover honey or something like that, if that's processed or if it's, would we say natural, which ones?
Well, you want to get away from the clover and anything that's, once again, compounded.
Okay.
Like today, we use fair trade honey. But it's just all natural, all 100%. Because, once again, you add those other things, you're adding more sugar, you're adding a different element of flavor to what she was doing. So if it's a clove honey, I don't think the clove and the cinnamon, unless you're making a bread pudding or something like that,
Yeah.
would hold up.
Now I added a little lemon juice to this. I added honey, I'm sorry, cinnamon, and a little lime juice. And he's gonna mix this all together.
And when you add citrus to certain things, it helps keep the color too.
Yes.
This. So as you guys sip, can you put that back, pour this back in there for me?
Sure.
No, in here. I'm sorry.
Pour some down here.
Oh, yeah. I have a little sherry vinegar.
Sherry vinegar.
I'm just going to add a little bit in there. I'm going to make a vinaigrette.
Oh, for a salad?
Well, you guys are good. I have a Spanish olive oil. Now, the reason I say Spanish, I said I wasn't going to tell you what to do, but I will tell you this. The better the olive oil, the better the flavor. Okay, I'm not saying go out and spend
Spanish is
so.
better than-
No. This just happens to be this way. You know, if you wanted more, this is what we're going for, the flavor compound now. So we want it to be enhanced and a little bit richer, and smoother, and have a little bit of texture to it. So Howard, if you don't mind pouring some of this in, I'll tell you when. Ready? Okay, good. Now what I'm going to do is just blend this in. And if you notice, we haven't used any salt yet. I'm an advocate of using salt when you need to. We get in the habits of, if you notice, I push the salt shakers to the back that were on the table. Not to, yeah, I mean, I'm not going to say not to do that, but you should taste your food, and it's a different flavor profile here. So I have this. Yeah. And then I'm going to do this. Let's do a little taste just to make sure. Oh, that's good. That's good. Okay. Say so myself. And a couple things. You can just set that on a little bit like that. And get a new spoon. That. Yeah, how it's going to do the taste test.
Taster.
See how we do. Like you say, it's just nice, light, refreshing. And the key is we know what's in it. We know if it's healthy or not.
Very good.
I want to introduce you to Chef Gregory Davis. He's a chef and I. Chef and I have been working together for several years now. Once again, I met him, I think, through Jackie at Bowie. And we used to help when Jackie was the chef of Howard University. We used to go down for that wonderful commencement and work together. So whenever we have a chance to team up, we can. He's been a great asset to me and makes me look really good when when I'm running around on these projects. He's helped me, like Jackie with St. Jude's Children's Hospital. When I say, can you come up to JMU, which we host one each year, he's right there. He's been the executive chef of Johns Hopkins University, and now is currently the executive chef of
Washington Adventist University. Well, I'm involved. I'm blessed to be involved in an organization that's giving back on a massive scale. It's feeding it's restoring the food banks and giving them support so they can feed the people that are so much need today. It's it's a little humbling to be able to do something like this. Because something we take for granted. I take my meals for granted. I throw food away from time to time. I don't know what it's like to be hungry. And the reality is I could be the people that I'm serving, that I'm helping. I could be one of them next week. It's a reality that's getting closer and closer to home. People who I've known all my life, I say, how's so-and-so doing? They say, well, they're feeling hard times. And you can fill in the blanks for the rest of that story. This, I think, is worse than when crack came in town. This economic downfall is worse than any drug that's ever come to any town. Because there's absolutely no recovery. There's no place to go to for it. There's no methadone clinic. There's no government program that puts you back on your feet economically like you can do from some sort of a drug addiction. This is so widespread that it's scary.
And you can tell us what you're going to do, Greg.
I'm going to do a tropical fruit salsa. And today's ingredients are pineapple, papaya, mango, a host of spices. Well, actually, they're more like vegetable ingredients like red peppers, red onions, scallions, cilantro, orange juice, lime.
You can get Howard to help too there.
Yes.
Thank you.
Here we go. I'm going to get Howard here.
My fork.
I noticed how you did the whole whip thing, so we're going to do the whole whip thing again.
Okay.
Move to the side here. We're going to add orange juice and lime juice and whip those together.
Orange juice and lime
Uh-huh.
juice.
Right here.
Yeah.
There you go.
Like a cup each?
That's actually a cup and a half of the orange juice, 6 ounces of lime juice, all fresh squeezed. Okay. There's the lime.
One overpowers the other, doesn't it?
Yes. And it increases the acidity too.
We're going to add diced mango, diced pineapple, and again, recipes will be provided later, and papaya. Again, this goes along with the healthy eating theme of this operation. Here we're going to add a little bit of the, I think it's a spoon like it's done on TV. I watch Ronnie do this. We're going to do the fresh diced red onions.
Oh, I love
Love it.
There you go.
I understand.
How about for red pepper? Any applause for the red pepper?
All right.
Red pepper some. There you go. Let's get the red pepper a little bit more applause. I'm going to get you to toss this together for me. We're going to with the scallions right here. Scallions have a wonderful flavor. And the most important ingredient, in my opinion, is the cilantro.
Cilantro lasso.
The cilantro wakes up your mouth. And I'm just going to toss those together while I take this over for you.
Let's see how Howard does. And we're serving this with roasted shrimp.
We're down in Texas, and I'm a DC girl daring to come to Texas to make brisket, smoked brisket. Down in Texas. We're gonna see what the Texans like from a DC girl. Here we go. We got a nice 2 pieces of beef brisket. That's been slow cooking, smoking since 9:45 this morning. It's down about 1 o'clock, and it's slowly cooking. Has a nice caramelization of charcoal in here. The brisket, the chips that I'm using, is a nice mesquite chip wood mixed with oak wood together. So it's a nice hickory flavor to it. And what we've done is just let it sit and marinate it overnight with some nice dry rub, and it's just slow cooking. By 3 o'clock when it's done, This is going to be nice and tender, juicy, flavorful, and a nice smoky flavor. Juices are just coming out of it now. It's just beautiful. Beautiful. Just nice juices coming in. I wish you could smell it as well as seeing it.
I am right now preparing red peppers for julienne. The best way to do that is to take them off of the base without having to cut them, and so you can de-seed at the same time. So you take the pepper, usually they're squared up, a lot of peppers have the individual label. You cut here, 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 and here, and you avoid the seeds right here. And you have your pepper, which for me personally, I like it in the inside there. So you have it all prepared right now. And from that point, you decide exactly how you want to get it done. For me right now, I'm going to julienne for the stir fry. Since I assume you put it on a separate container.
This Saturday?
For most people, it's easier to do from this side because the membranes on the outside are very tough. But if your knife is sharp enough, and you remember you're slicing in the motion where the knife is at its most natural,
Happy belated birthday.
and it's easy either side.
We've got a meal tonight. But it's such a wonderful thing to have executive chefs.
Yes.
From the East Coast
Yes, sir.
come all the way here to be a part of what we're trying to accomplish.
That's right.
Yeah.
They came here knowing that we were breaking ground
Yeah, yeah.
and knowing that we're coming here based on faith that we're pouring something in
Yeah, yeah.
to get something out.
Say it, Luke.
So I'd like to just bring up one of them to
Amen.
sort of whet your appetite.
Uh-oh.
Chef Jackson, just a couple of minutes. And of course, they're going to come up and give you the full enchilada shortly, okay? We have the leader of the group, Chef Rodney Stockett from Philadelphia. His flight is delayed, and we're picking him up at the airport. He would be leading the charge, but I just think it's a good moment. This here by Steak and Lobster.
Amen. Amen.
We need to give a little bit.
I want to say good evening to everybody. It's a pleasure to be down here. Tonight on the menu, I'm just going to give you a rough draft of what we have. First of all, not only are we trying in the day and time to have enough to nourish ourselves and be able to nourish others that are less fortunate than we are, but at the same time, we're trying to be health conscious and making sure that we as a whole in our soul stay strengthened in the right thing we need.